everyone, it's me Millie, and today I'm doing the bookshelf tag. If you don't know what the bookshelf tag is, it's where you have questions and you've got to find a book that relates to that question. So yeah, I got tagged by my friend Tao, and I will link her video and her channel in the description box below. I'm going to jump straight in, and I hope you enjoy the video. My book is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I haven't read this book yet, but I've wanted to see the movie, so I'm going to definitely read this soon so I can check the movie out as well. The Z is in his last name here. Yeah, I've heard good things about this, so I'm really excited to read this. The classic I went for, it says modern classics on it, so I'm hoping this still counts. But it is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is one of my favourite books, but it says modern classic on it, so I'm really hoping it still counts. But this is one of my favourite books and I love it. I reread it a lot. I actually cheated with this one. You can't see the key unless you look really closely, but I won't be able to show you because it doesn't focus properly on it. I tried before filming this just to make sure, but I chose The Land of Stories. I think this is book 2. Not sure. I think I've only got 2 of his books by Chris Colfer. Actually, it's by Chris Colfer. He played Kurt in Glee. The key is actually, now I'm thinking about it, it doesn't look like a key, so I don't think it actually is a key. It looks like a key. If you have the book, please tell me if it's a key or not. I can't really see it properly, but the harp thing down in this corner here has a necklace on and it looks like a key to me. So I'm just going to go with it's a key. Again, I haven't read this because I haven't read the first book yet. I have a lot of books I need to read. I have a lot of things that aren't books on my bookshelves. I've got magazines, I've got DVDs, pens, pencils, hairbands, stuff I find around my room. But I chose, out of all the things I could have chosen, I chose this. And it's an alcohol bottle that has been rinsed out a lot. But it's on the front of it, it's got some jewellery. So it's got this necklace which says love, hearts on it. And then it's got my charm bracelet which I got for Christmas one year, and also a bracelet that my mum got me to wear for a wedding. I actually thought this was really pretty, but no, I really like this bottle and I think it looks really pretty on my shelves. I don't know what the oldest book on my shelf is, so I don't know, but I just, because it's the most tattered book on my shelf, I have a lot of shelves that are covered, so I didn't get to look through every book, but I'm going to go with Stephen King's It. I don't know. It's actually my mum's. I'm borrowing it. Glass Houses by Rachel Caine. First book in the Morganville Vampire series. And I love this book. This book is my favourite out of the 2 that I've read. I've read the first and second book in the series, but this one has a vampire on the front and she is female. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I have a love for this book that's really surreal. I read it a while ago, a few months ago. It's actually one of my favourite books I read this year. It's a really good book. If you haven't read any of the Percy Jackson, I highly suggest them. I don't know really what books I've got that have animals in because I haven't really read that many books. So this one's got one on the front and I read part of this and it is Watership Down. I haven't really read much of it, I don't know, but it's got a bunny on the front, so I'm assuming animals in it, so. I went for Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I have read this book. This was the first book I ever read of Harry Potter because I wasn't really much of a big reader, but I re-bought the books and I've given the other covers to my brother because I want these ones. These ones are beautiful. Harry is the main protagonist, the male protagonist in this book. Again, I cheated for this one too a lot. I went for a notebook. It's a book and it was on my shelf. It just says, it says parental advisory, explicit content. I don't really have that many books that have illustrations in. The only book I could think of that I have illustrations in is a very beaten up version of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. It's very beaten up. When I had this when I was really young, so I've drawn all over it and there's coffee stains all over it. Big coffee stain there, it's got some writing and stuff, but this actually has illustrations in it. This is my favourite one. It is Tea Party. You can just see my eyes. Yeah, so these have got illustrations in, but these ones are all coloured as well. But I chose The Secret Garden. It's one of my copies of the book. I've got 2 copies. This one is hardback and I've got a paperback one as well, but there's a gold lettering on it. I can't see if you can tell. The Diary of Anne Frank. This is a bit battered up as well. I love this book. I've read it I think 3 times. The Vampire Diaries series, The Awakening and The Struggle. I can't remember where I got this. Haven't read it because I'm watching the series. I went with Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, The Bad Beginning, the book the first, and it's got a close-up of Count Olaf, so I thought that one was perfect. But I went with Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare, but I think this is the oldest time period on my shelf, I'm not sure. I went with Girl Online and Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Sugg, but I haven't read this one. I'm gonna read this one. It's on, I started it, I finished chapter 1. But I went with these two because obviously they are hardcovers and don't have a jacket. I cheated again. This does have a bit of turquoise on it. It's just here. It's above this bit here. You can't really see it. And I think that's turquoise, greeny. It's a darker turquoise here. I'm not sure. But I just went with this one. It looked like it had turquoise and teal on it. I haven't read this yet, but it's on my list. This is Love is a Many-Trousered Thing by Louise Renninson. Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. It's one of the books that goes with that movie. That movie was actually filmed where I live. And it has a star on it. It's got a star here. And it's got 2 stars here. Yeah. I'm assuming this would count as a non-YA book. I bought this when I was like obsessed with One Direction. I think it counts. I'm not sure if this is the longest book I own. This is also book 2 in a series. This has 702 pages and it is this. It's Crusade by Robin Young. It's a second in a trilogy, the Brethren trilogy. This is book 2. I haven't read it, haven't read any of these yet. I'm pretty sure this is the shortest book on my shelf, that it is The Tales of Beale the Bard by J.K. Rowling. And I went with Allegiant by Veronica Roth. I'm not going to give anything away, but this is actually in the point of view of Tris and Tobias. The shiny book I chose is Stop in the Name of Pants, a Fab New Confession of Georgia Nicholson by Louise Renninson. Looking for Alaska by John Green. It's got a flower on it and it's one of my favourite books I've read. So that's all of the tag questions. I will link the original video that I saw, which was Tao, in the description below, and I'm going to tag my friend Steph, and I'll tag everyone who wants to do this that sees this video. All my links will be in the description box below, so follow me on Twitter, Instagram and add me on Snapchat. And also check out my vlogging channel. I've recently made that and the introduction video has gone up, so please check it out and subscribe while you're there. I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys!